money has become so intangible that we just dash it. Where it's like, it's just a number on a calculator in a sense, where you could just press EC and it's all gone. And it's that case of like, you know, when you take money out of your pocket and you just feel physically it leave you.
Because it was actually in your hand and
it was in your hand. You see when your wallet starts to get thinner? You can feel that. My phone don't get lighter.
No. What's going on, guys?
So what?
It's me, HadieLeonie.
And it's your girl, Jody Morgan. It's because you said HadieLeonie. Wait, now we keep it now. It's your girl, Jody. And you're tuned into a new episode of Bite the Bullet Podcast. Whoa. That's the way to
You say your whole government name, you know. Shout out to Bob.
Well, if y'all didn't know my full name, it's how you say HadieLeonie.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. My brain just disconnect. But anyways,
whoa. How you doing?
Wow. I'm good. Wow. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good? Oh, yeah.
What
I had a story to tell that I was checking like, I'm awake. But I went out.
Yes.
And I saw Kristen. I went to ADE. It was my first ADE. It was really lovely. Like ADE, high key, was lit. I feel like the crowd was very mature, which I really like. And it was Amapiano. I went to Tribes.
Yeah.
But man, they're moving wild.
Oh, still.
Yeah. But it's a case of like, are you really doing deep like how free shame is, or just a level of like decency?
I think they stopped selling it.
Yeah, high key. It's out of stock. But I was there, you know, enjoying living my best life. And a guy comes up to me with his girl. You could see that that's his girl. Obvious. And he comes and tell me something, but I didn't hear him, so I asked him like, sorry. He was like, yeah, tell your brother, give props to your brother, basically. Yeah, okay. He said it in Dutch. I was like, I am the brother. And then he going into a whole conversation. He was like, and his girl next to him now, he ain't like say,
they
this
hands?
No, he even kind of let go of her hand when I tell you, Hadie, this was wild. And I was with my friend. My friend was like, after the whole ordeal, she was like, yeah, I had to entertain the girl because that shit was crazy. But basically, he was telling me like, oh, do you do hair? I said, no, I do my hair. He was like, well, he was showing me his cornrows. He was like, yeah, maybe you could do my hair. I was like, no. And he was like, why not? I said, I don't do hair. Like, I just do my hair. He was like, well, you could practice on me. I was like, no. Like, I felt so weird.
You sure that was his girlfriend?
I am 100% sure. Even the girl told my friend that, this is normal.
So he just one of those social butterflies.
That was not social, because then he was like, oh, take my Instagram. I was like, no. And then he gonna tell me his Instagram. Because he was like, yeah, add me on Instagram. I said, no. And then he was like, my name is da-da-da-da-da-da, add me.
And she just sitting on there like a kununu while standing.
A big kununu. What are you doing? yo, man, is there chatting up other girl in your gezicht, in your face? But anyways.
No, that's not but anyways.
No, that is not but anyways, because it took me back to a time in Ghana when I was out, right? Enjoying my life as I do. A guy come chatting me up. He buy me drinks, everything. Hadie, he reached to the point where he was telling me he will fly me to New York because he was going to New York for business. He was in marketing or whatever. And he had a good conversation. And then it reached to that point. Tell me why the next day I went to a place called Sky Bar. Tell me why this man pull up with his girl. What is it? But
okay, that one, and I'm not saying that's good behavior, but at least she wasn't next to him.
Fact.
This one was like, she was next to him.
Yeah, clown times 2.
But she said this is normal though. So I think sometimes some people, they know their partner just that kind of person to be talking up to everybody. Or they're trying to get you to be the third one in the relationship.
I hear it. Oh, not that.
Oh.
The third part. But the part not talking up to everybody.
Or they have some people that are they just social butterflies, and you just think, and this is a conversation I was having with somebody recently, that sometimes because of the whole, you know, the opposite sexes talking to each other, we automatically sometimes think the person is trying to flirt or being too friendly, and when you know they're in a relationship. But sometimes it could really just be that they're just having a conversation with a human being right now.
Bunda. Sorry. This man, your hair look good. Whoever doing your hair now, they doing it good. Why you coming to me? Like, I get it. People could be social butterflies. But it was a bit too
social.
Yeah, it was weird. And he really dragged out. He was talking to me for time. And I just was there like, no.
I don't know.
How would you feel? You in a club with your mans. He have a barber. He see somebody.
He see a girl with a nice buzz cut.
With braids. Don't get me wrong, my braids booming. But it's not that booming for you to just be like, I want you to do my hair.
Yeah.
Snap your.
But I think that ain't my type. Like, my type ain't the type to go up to random people to have big conversations.
Exactly.
But there's people like that. There's actual people like that. That is just me.
Yeah.
But I've seen it.
Okay.
And you gotta be okay with that. She has seemed okay with it.
She was okay with it. Go through it. That makes all your life.
You sure he wasn't on something? He wasn't on
stupidity.
Something?
I don't know. He wasn't on something.
I mean,
he wasn't
he
wasn't doing this or like you know when they ask something, they come talk to you, they're like are you talking like, are you okay? Or they sucking on a lollipop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't on none of that.
Nah.
They don't have no other ones where you could not tell?
Alcohol, but you could usually tell.
Or alcohol.
But he wasn't really on, he didn't seem intoxicated. He seemed very sound of mind. But not sound of mind at the same time. I mean, all you do works for you.
Yeah.
It could never be me.
But he would never be with me.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
That's
but yeah, no, that's just something I had realized.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Nah.
But it was a nice experience in the club overall because I was scared of going clubbing, to be honest. Like, I haven't been out since Portugal. And low-key, I was thinking like, ugh, is this going to be another night of like, I could have stayed home? Yeah. What you say?
And then you saw her.
And then I saw Kristen and my night was made. I saw Joe and I was like, Joe! And I said everything except for my name. I said, podcast, Kristen, bite the bullet. And Joe's like, what's your name?
To Joe?
Yeah, because Joe said to me, what's your name? Yeah, because I saw him, but I didn't, my brain, like what happened in the beginning of the episode happened.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like club experiences are just, I don't have as many as before.
No.
Like, I could count this year how many times I've went out. And one of them wasn't even in this country. It was one of them in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, you know what's so funny? When we was having the Dana episode, and it was like, what's the wildest person I ever pulled up to? And I didn't remember it in that moment. And it was New York. What happened? That this guy was like, watching me. He was like, yeah, nice to meet you. I was like, nice to meet you. He was like, just call me daddy.
Man came with the
like he like, this is my name, just call me that. That fuck cracked me. I laughed just like this and I walk off. It was
really?
Good. Yeah, but I mean, it was New York, so I was just like, why else am I going to New York? And you had to ask me.
Yeah, they don't play. I find they have a lot of audacious people in
And I was with two men, not my man.
Yeah.
Just two male friends.
Yeah.
And he just didn't care. And which, you know, some people would. Like,
yeah. They would at least ask first, like, you know, that your girl.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, but you could have said I wasn't with them. But still, it was funny.
Said, just call me daddy.
Like, this was his introduction. That was hilarious. And other than that,
I wonder how many times I work high key.
I don't know.
Like, does that work?
I don't know. Would it work?
Would it work?
Not with me.
No, I was just about to say, if a man pull up on you that's like your type, it wouldn't work because you got too much risk. That means you had practice.
You feel I have risk? Or you just mean in general?
In general. Like, if a man pull up like that, in my head is like,
too much.
How many times you just say that?
Yeah. And a lot of times we just think those are walking red flags.
Yeah, high key.
Back to the social butterfly.
Yeah, that's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
I need you to be shy. Not shy.
But
stush.
boundaries. Or
Yeah.
you don't like everybody in your space and you don't like going into people's spaces like that.
Yeah,
That's
be
why,
introverted.
Like, yes. Exactly. And that's why I was like, maybe it's us.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it. Especially, yeah.
Let's get into our would you rather for this week.
Thank you.
Sir. Oh, side note from the would you rather, guys. Remember the event we was promoting? If you wasn't there, you fully missed out. Like,
the St. Martin's Day event.
Yeah, it's really nice to see people come together, especially from the islands, and really do stuff for the island. And we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah.
We enjoyed interacting with everybody. You know, we enjoyed all the love that we got and that we were able to share.
And if you wasn't there, you missed out.
You miss out. Like whenever we advertise something, you should really
pull up,
pay attention.
Exactly.
But yeah, so the would you rather. This is one of the would you rathers. From the event. Would you rather be chased by a goat every time you leave the house or pooped on by a bird?
In this country?
In anywhere. You could leave the house in Portugal. You can leave the house in Japan. A goat will find you.
The reason I say in this country, because in this country birds could poop on you all the time.
Whereas
I don't really happen. I don't know if it's God. It's definitely God. I've had times it had a time I was getting on a Felix and I literally do the scoot forward, poop. Like I hear the bird shit land behind me. I was like, that was seconds away from landing. It didn't touch me. And then they had a day I was on my way here. Once again,
Oof.
I was about to step and it landed right, like some of it even touched the shoe.
But you ever been pooped on?
No, I just almost get pooped on. But no, I've seen people get pooped on a lot here. Or just in their food.
You see that prank where they put laxatives in the crackers and the birds went and eat it and they poop on everybody?
Well,
you know,
I think I've heard
on a beach. It was a video. I'm not sure where it was.
Why would you do that to people?
It's so messed up. They put a bunch, huh? Right, the poor birds just flying around like diarrhea. What the hell?
Yeah. True, why would you do that to the bird?
But which one do you choose?
It without the laxatives.
Yeah, high key.
Yeah.
But imagine with laxatives.
No,
Hadie.
sorry, we sidetrack.
Yeah.
No.
Poop on bird or chased by goat?
The way my stamina would be.
Yeah.
But also why I say in this country, because I have to actually sometimes walk to the tram or the bus.
Plus, goats don't run that fast. Guys, I don't find goats run that fast.
You ever see a goat run?
Yeah, Sabre full of goats.
True, that's true.
We have a sign that says "Goat Lives Matter"
Yeah.
because they keep killing the goats. Because there's a law that you could kill the goats. I said this on an episode because Sabre's a hill, so we have rocks and we have landslides, and the goats just be like kicking the pebbles, and when you kick a pebble, rocks start to fall. So they had this whole law put in that they could kill off the goats. So now we have a "Goat Lives Matter" sign.
But it's very contradicting. So it's like we could kill the goats, but the goat lives matter.
No, the "Goat Lives Matter" sign is for the people who are against the law of killing the goats.
Oh, okay.
Sample?
Yeah. Okay. No, I get it.
And the funny thing is, the sign is right by my house. You would think we put it up.
We didn't.
No.
But also in St. Martin to me, it's like my porch is here, the car is here. The goat ain't gonna catch me.
Facts. You're gonna jump it, yeah.
It's like in Holland, I still do the goat.
Yeah.
Because I'd lose the weight.
You know why I was thinking the bird? Because they say if a bird poop on you, it's good luck.
Yeah, but
yeah, they also mess up your clothes.
You have ladybugs.
And if I have braids, no.
Exactly.
No.
And you know, sometimes you just do your hair in a specific way. Imagine bird shit land on your hair.
I would flip.
Because how are you gonna clean it?
I would find that bird.
I feel like for men it's easier because if you have your hair just low down cut, you can wipe that off. You can wash it out quick. But when we have that can get in our hair.
Yeah. If I was slick back, it's fine.
No, that too. For me specifically, my slick back.
Yeah. Girl, if I have a slick back, I just wipe that.
Okay, but if it's a lot of shit, Jody, and it's just in your hair.
And does it be hot?
I wouldn't know.
Bird poop does be hot, right? Because I know chicken poop does be hot.
How you know this?
Because I used to have chickies. Is they pee-pee?
Pee and poo at the same time because it's the same hole.
How do birds have sex?
Same hole.
The same hole. So like they...
Have you ever seen a bird have sex?
No, that's what I wonder.
Also, I never see a cat have sex too.
I've seen cats have sex.
It just be like dogs?
It's insane. It'd be like dogs a little bit, but like the man on top of the cat just bite the neck of the cat, so it just looked too aggressive for me. But I've only seen it like twice.
But they just go in the corner
they
and
even
do that.
missionary.
Oh,
I
that's
shit
very
you
romantic.
not. Yeah, they're like, let me look into your eyes. It's really fun. But for real,
I feel like they're very secretive with it. They don't go into the corner in the dark and do it.
Yeah.
Oh, they have awareness.
They do. Even when they're going to die, they just leave you. As in, if your cat is able to go outside and say it's on the verge of death for like old age or something, they don't die by you. They will leave to die in their own peace.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I was also just given, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like I just, like I can just go and, like go over there and die. I don't need you here. Yeah.
You know, I have a cemetery for my cats. We have like a burial area for our cats. So that
if they die?
No, like in Sabre, I've had a lot of cats.
Okay.
So like the first one was orange juice. He died because my dog ate out his stomach.
You called the dog the
OJ.
cat orange.
Yeah.
OJ.
And then the other one was Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other one was Milo.
So you just call them drinks?
No, that was
beverages.
Me. No, then we had Sunny, Happy Feet, Blondie.
Yeah.
Blondie was blind and deaf.
I had a lot of cats.
I had a lot of cats, Hadie. I had a lot of animals now. We had a turtle, a parrot, a lizard. Her name was Elizabeth. What else? We had a lot.
A lot.
We had goats and chickens.
True. I can see that. But chickens just come with being in the Caribbean. They're just in the yard.
And then you teach the little chickie. You're like, Mommy, can I keep it? Yeah, I used to take the chickies. But it was away.
And put it where? In the house?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's my chickie now.
Oh, no. I did just leave them in the yard. Those are my mother friends.
Yeah, no, but you know what it is? Sometimes the chickies lose their mother. So then we would feed them like wet bread. So like you just soak the bread in water and then the chickie pecks it.
I think there's a whole generation of chickens in our yard.
Really?
So I don't think they're gonna lose each other.
Yeah, no, these chickens lose each other.
They've been in the yard since I was living there.
Yeah.
Probably this is like the great grandchildren are still there. How long chickens just live?
I don't even know. That makes sense. That's average.
So maybe it's the same chickens.
But you know, in Sable, we got gutters, a lot of them.
Okay.
So, like, the mother will jump over the wall or something, and the dumb chickie stays. So then I'm like, to the rescue. And I take it.
You take the chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This remember of the pirates. I do this training, like, our courses to, like, train new teachers. And, like, I feel like it's such a difference when the person, because I feel like I'm going to school again.
Yeah.
Because it's like once a month we got to do the training. But when the actual teacher is hilarious themselves, I just enjoy it. And it's make me think like I could go back to school. But like she's just so like hilarious, like the teacher. And she was talking about how like you have to be mindful of like what people are going through in the moment in their life outside of work. Yeah. Before you like actually start like judging stuff they do and have that conversation with them. And she was giving an example of like how she had a student recently that she had to watch the lesson and then like assess them. But then the person was like, I lost my parrot, so I've been really dealing with that the past few days. So she was like, you know,
I'm sorry,
I can't be there
laugh.
asking her like about the lesson, and every day she'll do like Zion. But this is her in the middle of the classroom just imitating this.
But that's such a random story.
I know. She just, but that's the kind of thing that made me laugh and be interested. So but I could picture it. When people tell me stories like that, I could picture it.
But I love it when people act out the stories that they're telling.
That's what she was doing.
Yeah.
She was just there like, imagine him every night. Zion. And then here I come, like, yeah, but what were your lessons?
Yeah. Okay.
So I get what she was trying to say, but it was just the most random.
And she was very animated in her telling the story. I feel like everybody should be so hikey. Oh, you know what everybody should be too?
What?
Subscribe to this channel.
Yes.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell notification so you're notified when we upload. And if you don't want to see us visually, I mean, why wouldn't you? But if you just want to listen to audio, you could head to Spotify and there you could just listen to us. You could also see us visually there. But just so y'all know, we're on a lot of platforms.
True.
But subscribe.
Period.
Let's give them a second. Okay. But yeah, song of the week.
Yes. What is your song?
Awolo.
Yes.
Fido. That song,
That
I've
gave
been
me life.
rinsing that song.
Yo.
But big up Spotify. I feel like Spotify algorithm been algorithming.
Catering you.
Yeah, because my release radar been booming. Discover Weekly booming. Yeah, girl.
That's
sing
what
it.
Spotify been doing.
Yeah.
The rap coming. It's recent. No. Around now we to get raps.
Rap?
Spotify rapped.
Oh, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
what? Burrito? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know what mine going to be.
I have no idea.
Mine is at my piano.
This year was all over the place.
Yeah, you know what it is? I don't really listen to music like that. Like, I really been off of it, which is
Yeah.
why I'm trying to listen again. So I have songs
I hear
other
it.
than I'm a piano. But now I listen to literally private school I'm a piano or jazz I'm a
Private
piano.
school, I'm a piano.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Why?
I don't know.
Side note, guys, we both did our own hair. I feel like we need to like highlight
Look at the
that.
part. Bitches.
A moment for the hair. And I don't get up though.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the kind of song where when you put it on, it just give you life.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'll
be on my bike feeling like kind of music video girl.
Yes, a whole scene.
I want to dance with a man to that song. Like, you know them. Yeah, bye.
What was this? I don't know.
Huh? No, like when you're in a party and it's like you feeling every bit of the music and it's not. Maybe.
I get you. It's just how I see. Okay, anyway. My song is It's literally HMM.
But not funny.
By, No, this one is like. What's his name again?
Popcorn?
Popcorn and
J.O.
J.O.
Pop, pop.
That is my song of the week. I usually don't ever add dancehall, but that was also a Spotify recommendation.
You see, big up Spotty.
Yeah. That's enough about that one.
Another recommendation I had is for a new book, which I'm going to order, but I didn't read. Attachment styles or attachment.
That on my list.
Attachments.
Yes.
Yeah, because my sister and I was talking the other day, and we realized we have abandonment issues, and our parents never left us, but our friends did. Like, we would always have people come to the island. They'll be like from the States or from somewhere, and they would come with their kids. They would do a job for like a year, and then they would just leave. So we had it really often where we would make a bunch of friends when we little, and they would just leave, and we never find them again. Like, you don't like.
I have a couple of those.
Right?
It's
and
like,
at
where
least,
are they in the world?
where
right
are
now?
you? How do you look?
I find one recently though.
Really?
On LinkedIn.
What?
Because she
So
was
random.
because Jody, every time I think of her, it's like I have to find this girl.
Yeah.
And I would go on Facebook, everything, try to find this girl. And one day I was like, let me try LinkedIn. Because the thing is, she had a similar last name to mine. She was a Surinamese Davis.
Oh.
So like Davis, but with an E.
Davies?
Davies. And she left like half a one. So I like, you been in my life. I gotta find you. And I found her.
What?
Yeah.
I think I might start looking.
Do you remember the names?
Cassie, Lulu, Hope, Pim, Lisa, Sadie, Caleb. Yeah, there was a lot.
And they all move well.
So I know Sadie and Caleb, I think they're in the Netherlands because or in the UK. Their father was the governor and we live right next to the governor. So we always used to go and play. Like, it was my childhood, high key. And we were the closest of friends. And then they moved to St. Martin and we would go St. Martin and like, vibe out with them. But then they just left. And recently, my sister got back in contact with Sadie. So that's nice. But I don't know where Caleb is. He was my friend because he was the younger one.
But her brother?
Yeah, and he was the younger, so he was my age, and then Sadie was my sister's age, so it just made sense. But those is the only ones, or Sadie at least is the only person I've seen from back then.
Yeah.
Like, there was this girl, her name is Lulu. She's German. I've seen her Instagram.
Oh, but at least you've seen these things.
Her Instagram. The rest, Hope, Cassie, all of them, I don't know how they look. Like, I haven't seen them since. And Hope could have draw. My girl drew a whole horse in like first grade, and it was the most epic thing I've ever seen. I was so like starstruck, but yeah.
First grade, so she probably was the artist.
Yeah, but so we were talking about that,
Sorry.
and I realized because they have 4 different attachment styles. You have secure attachment, you have avoidant attachment, you have anxious attachment, and then you have like fear avoidant. Hashtag anxious avoidant. Did I say hashtag? I meant slash.
Hashtag.
Yeah. Hashtag attachments. But yeah. And I realized because of that, not only because of that, but I have an anxious attachment style. But yeah, I was wondering which one you have actually.
They had a chapter of 101 essays on
Yeah.
this. They did. And I had realized reading that, but I see some TikToks about it, that I was also anxious attachment.
Anxiously attached?
I'm an anxious. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm picking up what you're
But
putting
it was
down.
saying though that sometimes when you have that, it's not necessarily that people actually abandon you. It's that like emotionally you wasn't met as a kid.
Oof.
Like your emotions wasn't being met as a kid.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of factors, like different things that influence it.
Yeah. See, this is one of those things that you would have to unpack that in like therapy. I don't know.
I know, and we've been getting deep a lot.
Yeah.
But we don't get too deep.
But it's to the level where it's like, I've seen TikToks and I've seen people describe exactly what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And I just like, my question with these things is, you have this, right?
Yeah.
When you meet somebody, is it, because I feel like some of these, the main three, I feel like Secure is the only one that seems healthy.
Yeah.
And all the other ones just
High-key.
make me feel like, or the narrative is that these are a bit unhealthy.
Like they're imbalanced.
Yeah, it's like you kind of have this imbalance that you kind of, it's like a toxic kind of thing about yourself.
Yeah.
And another one is like, if you meet somebody, I feel like my mic is dropping. Yeah, so I fixed the mic, guys. But I was trying to say that I've been trying to figure out like, because I've had situations where I met people and I was clearly triggered.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like you're trying to figure out if like this, however they operating is actually okay, but you don't want with the issue because you have this attachment style, or they actually just really also the issue.
Yeah.
Because I remember I give an example of how this, but then that's too far. Like if a person don't talk to you for 5 days, that's insane. But
Yeah.
if a person don't talk to you like for 10 hours or like all day and they call you at night, like technically that's not that insane if you both been busy. Yeah. But I know I just be so hard. I just be like I'm the chicken pox.
Yeah. You start twitching because
Like,
you get
what the
symptoms. Nah.
And I see this girl, I'm going to read it. I see her TikTok. This girl described exactly how I be. I wonder if this is how you be.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm going to read it.
No
you know
problem.
those TikToks where people was like, if you ask me about this, swipe. This is
and then
how
I'll
I
say-
really feel. And then she was saying, if you ask me about my anxious attachment style, I'd say that honestly, I hate it so much. I know my worth. I know the rules of the dating game, but my attachment style literally prevents me from being myself. It makes me look like I don't have standards or boundaries. I fight every day between my rational mind and anxious mind. Once I like you, it's like a losing battle. I'll keep thinking about you, waiting for you to text, call, see me when I know, or I should be busy with my own life. Some days I don't want to talk to anyone because I'm scared they'll trigger my anxiety, but my attachment style craves attention, so it's literally like I can't win. I focus on myself for a while, then I want to speak to someone. This attachment style makes me feel like I'm fighting for survival because honestly, it literally will affect my productivity, and I'll have a feeling of sadness in my chest if I'm not reassured. I hate it.
Yeah. So I've been so anxiously attached to men that I no longer am. I'm more anxiously attached to friends. Like high key, when it comes to men now, no. If you don't text me, that's your business.
No.
Like if you don't text me, you don't text me.
Yeah.
You know, like if I'm invested in you, or if I'm really like, okay, this is, then we're gonna set the boundaries of like, sir, this is not really healthy for how I communicate. But I noticed, especially like recently, I had a situation with a friend where I know I was anxiously attached.
Yeah.
But what made it worse is they were avoidantly attached. So you have these different attachment styles, and I think I'm learning how to navigate it, because I feel like a lot of men could be avoidantly attached, where it's like they're doing their own thing. They ain't really worried. You know, when they text, which I've learned to deal with. But with friends, I'm still trying to navigate like how not to be scared they're gonna leave me. Like not to get deep, but
this
to get
gonna sound
deep.
like a whole therapy question,
Right?
But do
guys,
you think that's
we
because like you don't have a man in your life?
Maybe I got too much time on my hands for friends.
I don't think it's that you have too much time. But I mean, like,
as in that I'm not anxiously attached to a man.
No, like I try to think of like I have that with my friends. It's more so like if I have a conflict, I could feel anxiously attached. Like I hope this don't go left.
Yeah.
But like just outside of that, because to me, anxious attached, like to me that could be presented if you have a conflict, but
Yeah.
also that's just the way you live. So like,
True.
even if the person is in your life, like let's say you don't hear from the friend that they used to feel like.
Yeah, but I think the dynamic that was built within the friendship made it like it kind of cultivated that. Because truly, if I really look at some friendships, I'm not so anxiously like in our friendship, I'm very securely attached, which I like because I feel like I don't have to worry if you like still love me because I know you love me forever.
Yeah, I know.
But
I mean, yeah, you should know. Yeah.
But with like this friendship, for example, this was a different friendship for me.
Yeah.
And it was also one where it really did cultivate not an anxious attachment, but an attachment period where it was like we had that communication that was really consistent, but also not too frequent, whereas like we talking constantly, but it was frequent. We would talk every day. And then there would be points where, say, if stuff get rocky, there would be an avoidance. And for me, I'm different. Like, say, if we have an issue, I need to speak on it, like nip it in the butt. But like this dynamic was complete opposite.
Yeah.
So it was hard to navigate that. I had that with men, but to the point where I was like, this ain't serious enough for me to really be out here, like, you know? But yeah, like I was just thinking of how to navigate that. Like even say if you have chemistry and you meet somebody and you have two different attachment styles, like how would you navigate that? If you had that experience.
That was my main question.
Oh,
that's why I was like,
I love how we asking each other the same question. Guys, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, but to me, I was also more so meaning also like you could have two different attachment styles, but I think especially if one is avoidant and you is anxious, you're going to, especially the anxious one, going to be triggered.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like, but if they're still being, I come to realize, I think if the person is still reassuring me and being consistent with the reassurance, whether that's like once a day or I don't know, every
Often
other
too.
day, like as long as they're being consistent, I think the moment, and I think that's situations I've had where when as soon as I realize it's not consistent anymore, that's when I
girl, I just implode. Yeah, boy.
That's when it's like, I think that's how and you have to kind of meet each other in the middle.
It's true.
In a way of like, if you know a person is avoidant, if they need their space, you gotta kind of technically give them their space.
Yeah.
But then I just be like, how much of that is still feeding the toxicity of it? Because it still is a level of imbalance.
Yeah.
And that's why I've been trying to like figure out within myself too, like how much of like if I have an issue with somebody and I tell them like not having an issue, but like if I say like I'm getting anxious because there's a disconnect, and they I say okay, cool, I could text and call all day, but I'm just feeding my
some that you need to kind of
that I actually technically have to work out.
Yeah, basically. And
that's why I've been warning. So even like within a friendship, is like is the same thing, because if they do that because that's how you feeling, they feeling that in a way. Whereas like you would still have to kind of meet each other in the middle, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, fully.
Like you would give the space, but then you have to come and talk to me.
Freak.
Like you're going to have
sorry,
like, going to have to come and talk. You get what I mean?
Yeah, fully.
And not wait months.
Exactly. No, it's true.
Or weeks or whatever.
Yeah, but that's what I realized is how important it is for like the two parties to communicate, especially if you have like, wait guys, I just ran. Because I'm not about to be here trying to catch my breath.
No, true.
Yeah, but just that level of communication, because in a situation I was in, I was anxiously attached, but I became more anxious because they became more avoidant. And it just didn't work, but I didn't know. Like I didn't realize that I was being too much in a sense. And then it kind of all exploded. So one thing I noticed, even with guys, just having that level of like, look, I don't feel comfortable if you wait like more than 10 hours to text me.
Yeah.
Snap ya?
But if they like, but I just will.
Bye.
Really? Because, yeah.
You know what I have with a lot, just what I see is I can't stand to know that I sent you a text and 5 hours later you active on social media, but you haven't responded to my text. Especially if it's like, and that's my anxious attachment. It probably is toxic. In my eyes, it just shows my priority on your list. And yeah.
But that's where I go back to, like, then that's why this question, like, am I then letting them, if they say cool, I'm going to text you then as soon as you message, like, is that them not catering to my attachment style?
But that's the thing, they don't need to text as soon as it's
no,
like
I mean,
you set
like,
parameters.
No, but let's say that was me over, being dramatic. But let's say they're like, cool, I'm going to, you mentioned what you have an issue with, and they just keep meeting it, and they're like, cool, I'm going to do that. Then at a certain point, then I do still feel like, let's say that situation ends, and you end up in the next situation, like, you can't keep expecting, like,
that's
like, it
but
can't.
that's why the situation never gonna end. We're gonna be together forever.
Jody.
Okay, no, but you need zones. You need a yellow zone, an orange zone, a red zone. Let them know, like, yo, this is the yellow zone. The yellow zone is like 3 hours. The orange zone is like 7 hours. The red zone is 12 hours. If I message you at 9 a.m. and you ain't message, well, but it depends on their lifestyle. If you have a lifestyle that doesn't accommodate texting or calling, I have patience and I understand. Like, I'm not going to be out here telling you to compromise your priorities for me. However, if your lifestyle is quite flexible, but instead of you responding to my text, you on socials. Sorry, I can keep referring to socials because I have
different,
trauma.
Though. But then to me, that's when you're overdoing it. And of course, then your anxious attachment style going to be triggered. Yeah. To me, it's more so things like...
But side note, is that anxious attachment style being triggered, or is that just a level of like, okay, I deserve decency? Snap here.
It could be both, because some people don't care.
True.
But...
True.
Like, some people don't care. That's like, it's so confusing because sometimes I'm like, is it linked to me having those ways? Yeah. Or it's just ways like, nah. And I think that's why I said earlier before, where it's like, when do you know it's like your anxious style, your attachment style being triggered, or it's really just you stepping over. You're just not being decent, I guess, is what you're trying to say. Yeah. And that's where sometimes it's confusing. But I come to realize things like that, I just find not decent. Because impossible, like, I message you.
Shit, man.
And you just going to be on social media. However, I come to realize it's most about the communication. Yeah. So, like, let's say you don't have time right now to talk, or you don't have time now to call. I rather the message of like, hey, I don't have time right now. Yeah. Like, just that is a level of reassurance I need.
But honestly.
But if you're just going to like go sleep and then text me 24 hours later, that's when I just twitch to like.
Yeah. But I don't think people realize how valuable those messages are. Yes. Literally just saying, because even in certain situations where I would send a message, say it's an important message or something like that, if you can't answer it or you don't have the mental capacity to, just say that. Yes. Don't leave me hanging. No. Because that puts me in a hole of such... Like, I don't know. It probably can get quite vulnerable. But I used to feel like I wasn't good enough for like a response, or I just didn't have a level of importance for you to actually think that, okay, I should respond to this. Yeah. And that's why it's like, if you just told me I'm busy right now, my anxious attachment is fed.
Gone. Literally. Yes. And that's what I think is the healthy level of them kind of, and I know that you're saying it, I think I do kind of have that sometimes with friends, where it's like, you have friends that could be avoidant indeed, and then I start to trip out. But I think because at this point, some of my friends I've known for years, I just know to numb it. Yeah. Because
you know the dynamic.
I know eventually when this time, whatever gonna happen, but then there's more so new situations.
I hear
That's when
it gets triggered.
Yes.
Because you don't really know how to navigate it. You don't know what an action means from another person.
No, but I do realize like I got to get it together.
We gonna do it together. We gonna get it together.
Yeah, but we went into all attachment styles and we did mention all, but like what it even mean? Because some people probably listen to this and it's like, I don't even know where I fall.
Secure attachment is for the bad bitches who just don't care. They're checking like we good. I don't need reassurance because I know
I am the reassurance.
Yeah, I am a walking reassurance, and I aspire to have that attachment with every relationship, and I'm working on that. I feel like I am getting better, especially, you know how I said like all my anxious attachment to men made me more securely attached to like me. It's the same thing with these situations I'm experiencing, where it's like you kind of need to go through this to understand your attachment styles and then to address them. But yeah, and then anxiously attached is like, you need reassurance. You need to be in communication a lot. You just attached in a place of like fear, I find. And then avoidant is like, you don't necessarily need that communication or need that reassurance to know that like, okay, somebody's there. And to the point where you actually might push them away a little bit. Yeah. Because in my head, I just think you don't want to get attached, but then that goes to fear attached. No, fear avoidant, which is when I used to do that high key. When I first had my big breakup, I was like, I'm going to avoid all men because I fear that I'm going to be anxious if something gets,
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's a different attachment style.
I feel like I've been there.
I think a lot of us have been in that place.
I think I'm trying to come out of the anxious. Yeah. And I kind of get what you mean. Like, I could not be bothered, but if I start to really care about a person, that's when it gets hard.
Right?
Yeah. But,
why?
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
But oh well, kommt gut.
But I wonder where you be. If you want to share where you be, comment down below what you are and how do you manage it, especially if you're in a relationship or in a friendship where like you have opposite styles, and how have you been like navigating that? Yeah. Because maybe the people would want to know.
Yeah, join our therapy sessions, guys. But
I'm the coach.
Black Friday's coming up. You wearing black? Sorry. But like, question. You saw that picture where the guy say, stop selling us TVs. We got enough TVs. Give us groceries.
No.
But it's true. I feel like Albertine, Jumbo with their single hour should be more innovative too and give us like a Black Friday.
But they would never.
They would never.
And that's the scary part when it comes to like consumerism. Yeah. Like there's certain things in the world now where it's like it's just a basic. There's necessities like groceries. Yeah. That they know people going to pay for it. Yeah. So they're not going to come. Yeah, we might have our bonus.
Yeah, let me help you out a little bit.
A little bit. And sometimes that's just because they're getting spoiled. But like those things, not grocery stores. However, I did see a TikTok where this man was like, it's kind of crazy how nowadays, a lot of the times, back in the day, we used to spend our money, we used to have ownership of stuff. So it's like you used to actually, you see the TikTok?
Yeah, I saw it, but still explain it because I didn't fully engage in it.
Like he was trying to say, like, back in the day, if you wanted a movie, you could go and buy the actual DVD. Yeah. And it would be yours. Yeah. Now you're paying a streaming service and you don't own nothing. You don't own the movie. Of course, you don't actually own a movie, but
leasing cars.
It's like you basically leasing a movie to see it. Of course, at your convenience whenever you want. But that was the same with the DVD. Yeah. And then he was also talking about with music, you could have go buy the album physically. But he also was talking to the point where it's like you're going to distort our reality in a way. And then it's like that goes into like the Mandela. He was talking the Mandela
our reality.
The Mandela effect, because he was saying like a lot of the movies that we pay now to stream, they have like re-edited and changed it. Now it's like we start to trip. It's like, was I tripping? Like, wasn't it differently? That's the Mandela effect. Oh, so basically when companies or something gaslight you into thinking that like this is what it was, but it wasn't this. What so hell? he come up with an example, like remember when Usher and Alicia Keys did the Super Bowl performance? Apparently the original clip, she had a bad note when she started singing. Yeah. But by the time it really went on the internet, they had re-edited that so much that like
you would even question if you heard that bad note. So people who was
watching it live heard the bad note. Yeah. But then by the time they went online, it was like,
was it really
there? Is and that what he said to the point now where it's like the kind of consumerism that the kind of level of consumerism that our generation going through is that we're going to start to like confuse reality and stuff like that. Because like even like when you see the thing with the man, how the boy pull up to you in your DMs with the clown, am I a clown? With like, you do it and you be loving it and I'll be doing it and you be loving it.
Wait. You could be McDonald's, I could be Nike. I'll be doing it and you'll be loving it.
And you a clown, but in my head I'm like, what clown gotta do with McDonald's? But I was like,
McDonald's.
Yes, but I think our generation know that McDonald's had to do with a clown. But I asked my kids at school.
Oh, they just know it's a burger.
They don't remember. Like McDonald's rebrand. There's no clown. There's no clown.
In SM there was a clown.
And now sometimes it is actually be like, was that a dream? Like I was like, no, Hadie, there was an actual clown with red hair.
But still.
But it it's like that's the Mandela effect, and he was trying to say like that going to be the effect of like the type of consumerism that we have now.
But even with money, like I mentioned this, money has become so intangible that we just dash it, where it's like it's just a number on a calculator in a sense, where you could just press EC and it's all gone. And it's that case of like, you know, when you take money out of your pocket and you just feel
Physically.
it leave
Yeah.
you,
Because it was actually in your hand and
it was
actually
in your
yours.
hand. You see when your wallet starts to get thinner, you can feel that. My phone don't get lighter.
No.
Like when your bank account going down, you don't feel that difference. And they say that that's why they have Apple Pay and stuff right now, because the easier you gonna have a chip just now. Well, they have it already, that you could just put your card and you could pay with your hand.
But I ain't doing too much.
We've been doing too much, Hadie. We've been doing too much.
That is true.
Like, why do you need that?
Yeah.
Why do you need to tell Siri to turn off your lights? I understand.
You
I'm not coming
turn
for
off your lights.
I'm still on that. Get the up and turn off them damn lights.
I feel like you were talking to your sister.
Oh yeah, I'm talking to you. Get up and turn off your lights. I understand certain there are certain things that's beneficial in terms of like you could save energy. So like if
we're talking about the lights. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent.
I thought talking about consumerism in general.
There's nothing beneficial about consumerism, honestly. Because now you don't even know if what you need, you need. Like, you don't have it.
Like your aluminum-free deodorant. Because I feel like those are things that you hear people talking about TikTok, and it's like, I technically should get that. Like, those are levels of like consumerism. And
but then do we need an air fryer? Stop here.
There's convenience in that. You see, but do we though, Kristen?
No, but you see, there's now the lines of needs. It's wonky.
Because you don't. Because I've been going back and forth with myself if I actually need one. And every month
it's
when I log on
microwave.
but oven as well. Like, if you have an oven, technically you do not need an air fryer. What should you say?
Is a what?
It's big oven.
Big
but
oven.
It's just an oven, but it's big oven, like big shampoo, Big Brother. It's a conspiracy theory.
It's big bullshit.
To make
She's like, it's big bullshit. We can't see anything. Oh, no, it's back. But no, because I've been, every month I'd be like, should I get the air fryer? But I'd be like, no, Hadie, you have a whole oven. Yeah. And that's where I'd be like, no.
But you know what's even crazier? I also saw a TikTok where a woman was like, they could disconnected us so much from nature that they selling us stuff to get us closer to nature. Like, you know how you get up in the morning, you feel the sun rise, and you also usually kind of outside for a sunset. Yeah. Now you have red light therapy. You wouldn't need red light therapy
if you just go outside.
Exactly. Or like cold plunges, jump in a lake. Like, you wouldn't need these things. Even those shoes with the toes, just go outside barefoot. But now you can't because there's concrete and there's glass bottles. You don't know the Vibrams?
The shoes that shape your toes?
Yeah, they're really comfy.
I know. I remember your sister was on that from young.
Yeah, she was on itself and they were comfy.
From young.
Those things you should be doing like naturally, but now they sell it to you because they took you away from it. And that's what has killed me about like this whole consumer culture, where it's just you get high off of a gadget that you don't need but you think you need.
You wasn't talking about some TikTok where it was like this TikTok trend that they banned?
So you have overconsumption, and now they didn't ban it, but I feel like they don't put it on my FYP because it's bad for business. But they had this trend of underconsumption where people was like finding ways to consume less but also declutter their house to kind of push a pattern of like, I don't need all these new soap bottles when I already have a soap bottle that's halfway full, but now I bought 10 extra soap bottles.
That was the Marie Kondo way of life, I was saying. Yeah.
So it's more so like, I have it too. Don't get me wrong. Tell me why I got like 15 sunglasses. I only wear 2. You know? Stuff like that where it's like, you don't realize how much you buy stuff like subconsciously. True. Or you put a value on something at such a high point, and then when it goes in your closet, the value just drops.
But I feel like that's for the extreme cases, because I also see like some people as like I see this TikTok where like this girl had a wall of all her Stanley cups, and it's like why you need all the colors of the Stanley cups
to show people who she don't even like know that she have different.
But you
colors.
could take the same cup every day and put the water in it. One cup. Why you have 50? And to me, those are people that need to go on that trend of under consuming.
Or even the people, but it's aesthetic, who does take the product out of its original packaging to put it in like a glass jar or a tray or some shit that it don't need to be in. Where you check in like, just leave it like detergent. You buy a bottle of detergent. Tell me why you putting it in a thermos so you could pour it nicely.
Who do that?
You know, like a glass. It's not a thermos for drinking.
But like people do that.
Yeah,
I see this thing that they have somewhere in the, I think it was Poland or the Czechoslovakia, somewhere.
What are them?
Where it's like when you buy your detergent, instead of going to get a whole new bottle, you go to the grocery store and refill the bottle. Yes, that's to be sustainable. But those are kind of things we need to be doing. But I don't know. Sometimes they do get me though. Like the whole consumerism.
It gets me a lot.
I really hold this year. I've really held it down. Like I've stopped buying like clothes as much as before. Now it might be a seasonal thing. Like 2 times or 3 times a year.
I have it with food.
But food is where they have,
if I see mac and cheese on my timeline, Uber Eats one
They
tala.
got me. And we was talking about that time with, I think that was in I was like, TikTok really reshaped like how we look at food and how much we start spending on food.
And how we consume food.
And
what we consume. Yeah. Because even that video you showed me, NL is now becoming more Americanized.
Oh, yeah.
We have comfort food. And don't get me wrong, I love a comfort food.
Yeah.
But, you know, I also kind of stopped eating from that comfort food place that I never mentioned.
Really?
Yeah, because...
I see them not doing that on TikTok.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love their food. Yeah. But I also realize how shit I just feel after. Where it's like, yo, why are we eating Doritos in a burger? Like, and then the burger is breaded in. But I feel like the level
of comfort food in Holland is still limited. It's either burgers or chicken.
It is.
And that's it. Burgers or chicken. And it's like really, you have like something very innovative.
Like them pickles with all the gummy shit in it. And then you didn't see that trend where they would have a pickle, them big pickles in the juice. There's just one pickle in a bag. I forget what kind of pickles they call. And then they would bite it or cut it off or whatever. Yeah. And they would shove like sour candy in it. They would sprinkle sour. Why?
I don't know.
Like,
but I don't know. You think you can give up on the food though? Certain places.
I will manage it better.
For sure.
Like, eat it less, but I probably won't go up.
But I also very good at like, let me save this to a collection. But I don't know if I can go to the restaurant.
Same.
So they didn't get me really. Yeah. Like, I have my specific places I still go, but they're not even on TikTok. So I don't feel like TikTok and like the consumerism and our capitalism on food is just weird.
Yeah, it'll just make me hungry.
Yes, but then it might still get me to open up the Uber Eats app and look at something. But I have this thing now where I just open up the app, see how much I can spend, and be like, Hadie, that's insane, and come off. And
you know what it is too, I just have it where you hungry, and the hungrier you get, the more you want to order on Uber Eats. Yeah. But the time it takes for Uber Eats to reach to you is the time you could have cooked. Facts. But I just so hungry and I'm crippled. I don't want to cook. I don't want to get up.
No, I really hold it down. The other day that Uber Eats, I was like, we miss you. They're insane. The level, they just try to catch you. And I was like, well, then just miss me.
Miss me, baby.
Because I won't be there.
Yeah.
At all.
Oh, well.
But yeah.
Let's hope this Black Friday we are guided.
But I never really participate on a Black Friday. Only clothes, maybe.
High key. I just strategically plan out my year sometimes for Black Friday. So I won't buy something if I know I don't need it until Black Friday.
But like you just mark down the price throughout the year to make sure it's actually a sale. Because sometimes they just mark up the price. And then Black Friday, they mark it down, but it was actually the original price anyways. Yeah, no, I do. I know JBL for sure does, because that's one thing I waited for Black Friday for was to get a JBL speaker. This year has an electric toothbrush, but like one for my braces. But it's Philips and it's quite expensive. So I know their price and I know they're gonna mark it down for Black Friday because on Amazon they actually have Black Friday especially deals. For Cyber Monday. True. But yeah, so I go see. I might do the air fryer. Guys, go to girl. But like the other day, I remember my friend and she had KFC from the day before and she popped it in the air fryer and it was like fresh. But I was like, technically I could do that with my oven. But I just don't know the settings. Yeah. The oven take longer and it take more energy. Facts. They are ready though. But you sacrifice one thing to get another. Yeah. You understand? Whereas like the oven takes longer, but your food is probably better heated up. She just stand the air fryer. She's an air fryer stand. She's like, are you not going to because technically, it might take longer in the oven, but it will come out the same way. Yeah, but that's a lot of heat and energy for a tiny
But ain't air fryers got radiation? Or that's microwaves?
It's heat. It's a heated fan.
But microwaves got radiation, though.
A heated fan.
It's a heated fan oven setting. But
So you're trying to say I should get an air fryer?
listen,
But you mean it would save me on my energy bill too as well?
You should let the people it.
If it would save me on my energy bill and I
Then
could get
yeah.
back more money in June,
Because you got
I
a
might
gas
do it.
oven.
Yeah.
But I have an electric oven, so that don't really change it, though.
no, but is your
Bill.
electricity on green?
Sir.
Renewable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
If you're going to give me back more money in June, then it's an investment.
Let us know in the comments if Hadie should get the air fryer or not. Because I highly want to know what the people that say.
True,
I feel like
true.
all of them going to tell you get an air fryer, girl.
Get the air
Get
fryer.
it. Get
Okay.
it. Don't worry, I'll call you on Cyber Monday or
Okay, cool.
Black Friday.
We'll see.
We'll
I
do
have
it
it in my
together.
safe on ball. We'll see if it actually go down in price.
Well,
Well, that was it, guys, for today's episode.
yes. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
This was us.
Short and sweet.
This was
It feels short.
It feels
but
short.
It feels good.
It do feel great.
Yeah.
High key. I feel like we
Yeah.
said what we had to say.
Exactly.
This was Jody Remorgan. Is that what I said? I feel like I said that in the beginning. My brain glitched, girl.
I don't know what
It
you were
glitched.
saying.
But but thank y'all for tuning in. If you haven't
Yes.
subscribed yet, we're going to stress this every time until you do it.
And send the episode to a friend or your family.
Tell a
in
friend.
the group
Tell a
chats.
friend.
Tell them, listen to this. We were just talking about this. Look, they're talking about it. Whatever.
Shit.
And just tune in.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Catch you bi-weekly on Tuesdays. Do it.